Hey guys, welcome back to the channel, or welcome if you're new here. So today we're going to do a couple of looks. I've done so many looks with this palette already. I actually tried doing one the other day and it didn't film. Now I don't know whether, because I've got so much on my mind, I don't know whether I didn't hit record, which is very unlike me if that happened, or there was just too much files on the memory card. If it's going to be anything, it's going to be that. Anyway, it didn't record, so I'm going to do a couple more looks. There's plenty of eyeshadows to do more looks with in this beautiful palette here. So it's the I Heart Revolution Pumpkin Pie palette. It is absolutely stunning, and the formula is stunning as well. I was saying in that previous video I filmed, I do like this formula better than any other formula that Revolution have come out with. Even those Forever Flawless palettes that they came out with. I like this formula better. Yes, it's crumbly a little bit, but it doesn't look crumbly on the eyes. So that's the colour Story. I got it in a Christmas hamper last year with a gingerbread palette, and you can't get them individually, so I'm sad about that. Yeah, it's just such a beautiful autumnal palette. I wish they would bring it out for you guys to get as well. But I wanted to check the formula out and see if I wanted to keep or declutter, because declutter season's going to be coming round again. I normally do a summer declutter and a winter declutter, so the winter declutter will be in December, all being well. So anyway, let's get into it. I really hope I'm not getting a cold. I go into hospital on Wednesday, so yeah, that won't be good if that's happening. I don't want to have to cancel the surgery, because who knows when I'll get my next one. Okay, so the first shade I went in with is Crust. It's a cool tone brown, I would say. Now, where's my mirror? One here. So just in the crease. I want to deepen it out a little bit. So I'm going to go in with Delectable. I've used that a few times, that's how I know what the shade is. So this shade here, this black, Delectable. It's not the blackest of blacks, but if you build it up it looks nice. So just on the outer V a bit, and then through the crease a little bit as well. Nothing too insane. Then I just went back in with this brush. So those two brushes were Jessup beauty brushes, and as always, if you want to buy some, I would highly recommend this brush set, but they've got loads of lovely brush sets on their website, and by using my code that will save you 15% off. And in this crisis we've got going on, 15% is better than nothing, isn't it? Right, and then I went in with this cream ivory shade here. That one's called Feasting. Somebody was talking about a really odd Too Faced palette. Do you remember when they used to do the big pans with like cream ivory shade, and she was saying, oh, those were the days when we would just put it all over the lid. And I'm like, girl, I still put it all over the lid. But each to their own if you don't do that anymore. I only do it to set my eyeshadow base, and like at the end to clean up a little bit. So once I've done that, I went in with the W7 Sparkle Slay Glitter Glue, just a tiny bit. So now I let that get tacky and I put eyeliner on. And for eyeliner, I found my Wayne Goss one, so I'm going to use that. I'll be so sad when I've used this up, because it is a really, really good one. It's called the Essential Eye Core Pencil, and the shade I think is Precious Opal. I wouldn't say this is an opal shade. I mean, Precious Brunette, maybe. Then I went back in with this beautiful palette. I mean, look at the packaging, guys. Is that not just stunning? And I think that's why I like these I Heart Revolution palettes, because the packaging on all of them is just really, really nice. I don't have too many of them left in my collection, and this is why I'm kind of going through them and figuring out, do I really want them, do I need them, that kind of thing. So now I'm going in with Harvest. So Harvest isn't as flaky as the other ones. Beautiful, like I would say khaki gold shade. Beautiful. And I haven't actually put mascara on, so we'll do that in a second. Right, and I'm going to go in now with a shade that I've been using. I mean, I must have done like 4 looks quite easily. 3 or 4 looks with this palette. And I go in with this shade every single time, because it's the lightest shade in the palette. Well, no, Feasting is, but I don't really like using a matte in the inner corner, so I've been going in with White Sugar, and it looks really, really nice. So that's that. Let's get some mascara on. Right, let's do these two, the e.l.f. Lash and Roll and the Q Best Sky High. So this one is obviously a dupe for the Maybelline Sky High, and this one is a dupe for the Benefit Roller Lash. So we're using dupe mascaras today. Normally I think I go in with the e.l.f. first, but let's try the Q Best first this time. I mean, this isn't too bad by itself. I feel like I want to do an autumnal lip. Normally I would do red. You know me, I do red with most eye looks, but I don't think I want to do that today. I'll have a look in my lip collection in a second. Right, so that's that one. Let's go in with the e.l.f. Lash and Roll. And this is very pretty close to the mark for the Benefit Roller Lash, isn't it? It's like, come on, be a bit more original. And the Benefit Roller Lash is black and pink packaging as well. I really liked the Benefit Roller Lash when I tried the little sample, but I'm not much keen on this one. And this one went viral. And then I go up with the other side of the brush. When it comes to mascaras, guys, I'm very, very choosy in the mascaras that I like. More often than not, I stick to Essence. I think getting Essence mascaras are going to be very, very tricky for me to buy. Wilko, who do Essence Cosmetics, they've closed down. I mean, every time I go past my local Wilko, it seems to be still open, so maybe I should go in and get a couple of the ones that I really, really like. If not, I might be able to get it on justmylook.co.uk. They still do a lot of Essence products there, but if I can't get them anymore, I'll be super, super sad, just because they're so inexpensive. I think the most expensive Essence mascara I've ever bought was £3.80, and I think the cheapest was £2.80 or £2.30. I think it was £2.30. Anyway, let me go through my drugstore collection and let me see what autumnal lipsticks I can bring out to try. Right, so I've got 4 lipsticks here. 2 of them are Revolution, one of them's Revlon, and one of them's NYX. See, I don't really know what this one would look like. Put the doe foot to my lips in a second. Let's do the Revolution. I mean, one Charlotte Tilbury. Oh, that was already on there. So I've only got 1 Revolution then. Part of me thinks I should use Revolution and keep it in keeping with the actual palette. And it's a really nice shade, this. It's really nice for autumn. But I don't know if it would go with the eye look, because the eye look's a khaki green shade and this lip is going to be like a more orange. It's called Rebirth. And that's what it looks like. Let's hold it up to the lips. I think it might go. So that's Rebirth. I'll show you actually what it looks like as well. So that's Rebirth. This one, I wish you guys were here to help me. This one is the Revlon 014 in Shameless. And this one's a dupe for the Charlotte Tilbury medium or deep. I can't remember which shade. But that one's that one. That's very autumnal as well, in my opinion. I also feel like that one would go nice. And then the last one is this NYX Liquid Suede. I need to get the dough for that. I think that's too dark. Yeah, I think that's too dark. I think that would go more with a neutral eye. So then it's a case of, what do I use, the Revolution one or the Revlon? Yeah, part of me wants to use the Revolution one so it's in keeping with the actual eyeshadow palette. Let's take the exfoliator off. So again, this one is in the shade Rebirth. I hope this goes. If it doesn't go, I'm going to go over it with that Revlon lipstick. I don't think it's going to go. It's too... I knew it was orange, but yeah. Let's take it off. We're going to be using the Revlon one then. I hope this goes. It's like a pinky brown. Yeah, that looks better. Much better. Right, let's blend the eyeshadows out a bit. Right, and for this I'm not using a Jessup Beauty brush, I'm using a BH Cosmetics one. So I'm just gonna blend that crushed shade out with Delectable. My brush has got no colour on it at all. Oh, that's much better. Okay, I'm going to go back in with Harvest. So I've just sorted my hair out and this is the overall finished look. So overall, I absolutely adore this palette and I hope the gingerbread one is just as good. I won't be using the gingerbread one until around Christmas time, so December, like probably the start of December, but just because gingerbread to me reminds me of Christmas. So yeah, absolutely love it. Like I said, some shades are more crumbly than others. You can see what I've used a lot of. This white sugar one I've used a lot. So it's becoming more crumbly. I mean, I do feel like the I Heart Revolution is crumbly formula anyway, but it doesn't look like it on the eyelids. I mean, you can see what I'm wearing today. But this shade here anyway isn't crumbly. I mean, it might get crumbly. I mean, how many times can I say crumbly in this video, guys? It might get like that once I've used it a little bit more. I've used Fall Time and I've used... Did I use Fresh Pumpkin? I know I used Seasonal. Yeah, I used Fresh Pumpkin as well. I've not used Desserts. Maybe I'll use Desserts tomorrow because I want to show you what an orange eye look looks like on me, and I've absolutely loved the oranges. The only thing is, I would say it wasn't necessary. I know it's a photo palette, right, but it wasn't necessary to put so many oranges in, because this one, Fresh Pumpkin and Fall Time, they do look very, very similar on the eye. And then we've got Seasonal and Desserts. I bet they look very similar on the eye. But other than that, I can't really criticise it. It's a beautiful, beautiful palette. And the packaging is to die for. I mean, I don't like pumpkin pie. You know, I don't like any dessert with pumpkin in it, but I love this packaging. And I did want to keep it. I said to you guys when I pulled it in my Shop My Stash, I want to keep it for the pumpkins, but no, the formula is absolutely beautiful, so I'll be keeping it around the collection for that. And then pulling it out every year around this time, until it goes bad, that is. So tomorrow I'm going to come and do one more look, and then we'll put it away, and then I'll do a Shop My Stash. The Shop My Stash for next week won't be a long one, just purely because I'm going into hospital on Wednesday. But I just thought you'd like to see one anyway, because I don't know when I'll be doing the next one. Probably in about 4 weeks. So guys, thank you for watching today, and I'll see you tomorrow for look 2. Hey guys, welcome back. So today we're going to be doing look 2 with this beautiful palette here. I absolutely love it. not only do I love the packaging, I love the formula as well. So I'm just going to be creating this look. Very, very simple to do. I think it was like 4 eyeshadows in total. So again, that's what the palette looks like. So I'm going to go in with this Jessup beauty brush as usual. And I'm going to go in with Pumpkin Pie. It would really be rude not to, as it is the Pumpkin Pie palette. So let's put some of this on. Oh, I've got eyeliner, mascara. Let me try and get this eyeliner off. Not eyeliner, mascara. Okay. For the most inexpensive palette that Revolution do, I feel like this is a really good formula. Like I said when I first started using it though, I just wish they would bring out the palette for you guys to buy if you wanted it. Just going to put some of the Feasting Cream Ivory shade on the lid. Not the lid, just the brow bone, sorry. Right, then I'm going to go in with this Refa 13 brush. So that shade is Scrumptious. This shade's more of a red. And we're just going to put it in the outer V and through the crease just a tiny bit. Okay. Let's get some glitter glue on now. So the W7 Sparkle Slay. So while that's doing its thing and becoming tacky, let me put this Wayne Goss eyeliner pencil on. Right, as I was saying yesterday, there's so many oranges in this palette, but today I went in with this, like, it's more like a copper shade, I would say. So it's a shade Seasonal. Definitely does have some orange elements to it though, so this on most of the lid. Okay, and then I went in with a shade next to it. That one's called Custard Filling. Just so I can use most of these shades in this palette that I haven't already used. Then we're going in with this BH Cosmetics brush, and we're using White Sugar, which is what I've used all week. I don't feel like the left eye is as pigmented as the right eye, so I'm going to go back in with Seasonal. And then Custard Filling, just on my ring finger. So the mascara I've got on is this Essence Get Big Lashes. Still not 100% sure if I'm going to keep it or declutter it. I'll decide that in the next week or so. Okay, now I'm going to take my exfoliator off and I'm going to wear this. I wore it the other day and I really liked the way it looked. So this is the Maybelline X Puma Collab. It's in the shade Unapologetic. It's number 9 and it's a really nice autumnal brown. Right, and that's it guys, so this is the overall finished look. I think you know how I feel about this palette by now. Gorgeous packaging for the 100th time, it's really pretty. And then the colour story inside is even more prettier. I do like the oranges, but I don't feel like you needed every single one of them. Like this one. Fall Time pulls out really orange as well. I just don't feel like you need all of them. I mean, 1 or 2 maybe. But it is a Fall Time palette at the end of the day, you know. It's pumpkin season, isn't it? So yeah, do really like it, and I'll pull it out next year as well probably, until the formula turns bad as well. I've done a lot of looks with this. Unfortunately, I've not documented them. Maybe I have done on TikTok, 1 or 2 of them. But normally I do that on Instagram, and I've just been so busy with TikTok, I've not really been documenting anything for Instagram, other than obviously the videos I'm filming on TikTok, I just transfer them over. Anyway, thank you so much for watching guys, I really do appreciate it. Don't forget to like, it really helps get my small channel out there. Share and comment, and if you're new here, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. I would love to welcome you into my little fam, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye guys.